So when I was a kid, we would go to my mother's aunt and uncle's house, and they lived on the west side of the Hudson River. We lived on the east side, which means we had to use a Hudson River crossing bridge, right, every time we went to visit them. Usually the closest and most convenient one was the Tappan Zee Bridge, which still exists, right? None of this, I don't know. There is no replacement bridge. The Tappan Zee Bridge is still there, right? They just made it look nicer. That was pretty much the only time we used the Tappan Zee Bridge. We were always going to visit them. So we actually, as kids, didn't call it the Tappan Zee Bridge. We called it the Uncle Mishy Bridge because if we're going to that bridge, we're going to see Uncle Mishy. Sometimes, though, traffic or stopping other places or other reasons, we would use perhaps the George Washington Bridge, or on very rare occasions, the Bear Mountain Bridge. So the Bear Mountain Bridge sort of had this allure to it because we went over it so rarely. It was very narrow. It was like out of the way. And, even though as a kid I didn't understand the geography of where we were very well, there was no internet, right? I wasn't looking at New York maps. I understood like a globe, but I didn't know the local geography very well. I understood that the Bear Mountain Bridge was named as such because it was right next to Bear Mountain. When you went over it heading west, you could see Bear Mountain right in front of you. You still can. So that was very clear, right? And I never went to Bear Mountain, but it sort of had this just mystique to it, right? Like, ooh, there's this weird bridge we don't go over a lot, and it's really a weird tiny bridge, not like a big monster bridge full of cars. And it's named after this big mountain that's next to it, right? It's not that big a mountain, but when you're a kid, it seemed like it was a big mountain, right? It's a normal size mountain, I would guess. It's got trees all the way at the top, right? It doesn't even go past the tree line. But I never actually went to Bear Mountain until a few years ago, and when the bike club, I did a program with the bike club, and they have like this, their final ride they do is a ride where you go from the city to Bear Mountain, you go to the top of Bear Mountain, you come down, you go over the bridge, and then you bike to Cold Spring and take the train home back to the city. That was the first time I'd been on Bear Mountain, the first time I biked to Bear Mountain. It was a good time. So I hadn't been to Bear Mountain since then. That was already a few years ago, several years ago. But, I was biking around now. The sun is out, right? So I said, hey, why don't I go do that exact same ride again? I like that ride. I feel comfortable taking the train now. So I went to Bear Mountain again. So when I got to Bear Mountain, I turned on my GoPro and I made a little video to show you in real time what it looks like to bike up Bear Mountain. The GoPro is mounted to the front of my bike. It's recording all just sort of the natural audio, mostly noises from my bike itself. If those bother you, you can feel free to mute it. The mountain is 1,200, at the peak, is 1,283 feet above sea level, which is 391 meters for you metric system people. That's, I guess I climbed it from, zero technically, because I was, near my house is the East River. So I don't know, is the East River at sea level? Is that zero? I don't know if that is, but, over the course of the day, I climbed that much. Well, I climbed way more than that over the course of the day if you add up all the climbing of going up and down. But this climb is just sort of the final climb, right? When you're in Bear Mountain Park, there's this road called Perkins Memorial Drive. I'm sure someone can Google and figure out why it's named that. Maybe there was a person named Perkins, I imagine. And that road sort of, shoots off the side of the main road in the park, which is Seven Lakes Drive, we know why Seven Lakes Drive is called Seven Lakes Drive, because there's 7 lakes on that road. And Perkins Memorial Drive shoots off of that, goes to the top of the mountain, and it's just a one-way. At the top, there's just a circle and a parking lot and a tower and lookout points, and then you come back down. The road doesn't go anywhere else. So that ride, that Perkins ride is basically the climb, right? You're climbing the whole way up. It took me, according to Strava, about 22 minutes to go up Perkins Memorial Drive. Just go, I wasn't trying to go fast. I'm just chilling, going at my own pace. I even stopped to drink water, stopped to look around, just chilling. That's how I ride. I'm not a person who races and huffs and puffs and exercises and tries hard, right? But if I look on Strava, just in case you're interested, the #1 score, which, could be cheating, but I don't want to accuse anyone of anything. There are people who cheat at Strava using e-bikes and stuff. But the #1 score on Strava, I'm just going to, I'll take it in good faith. I'm positive there are people who are fit enough to do this, right? Was 7 minutes and 33 seconds. So I was biking an average of 5.3 miles an hour. The top speed person was biking an average of 15.7 miles an hour. And it's uphill the whole way. So there you go. And then after I got to the top, I hung out a little bit, and then I went down. And going down, it took me 6 minutes, right? So obviously. So more than 300% faster going down than up, which is to be expected. So I just thought I would upload this video because I recorded it. Might as well upload it. Maybe someone will find it relaxing. But I guess my goal in uploading this video is to show you, the nature of Bear Mountain, right? Maybe convince you to go check it out. And also show you that, hey, if you're, worried about, cycling up big hills or whatever, it doesn't have to be, some kind of struggle, right? I'm not a mega fitness person, right? Too many, videos of various sports on YouTube and in general are always showing you people who are like, incredible, right? And I'm going to show you my realistic standard for an average, not super athletic person. And it's like, yes, you can do this. You put your bike in the lowest gear and you bike nice and slow, just put, you don't have to be pedaling really fast. Just, left foot, right foot, left foot, just chill out. And you will make it up a really tall mountain. And that'll be pretty cool to get up there. And then you get to enjoy going back down. So this video is kind of long. Like I said, it took me 22 minutes to get to the top there. If you want to speed it up a little bit, feel free to use YouTube to go 2x speed or faster. I'm going to put in the description of the video a time code. And if you click on that time code, it will basically bring you directly to the top of the mountain. And you can see the brief recording I made of the view up there. And then immediately I stopped recording after I got to the top. And then I recorded again the descent. So if the descent, there'll be like a quick transition and then the descent, and that will be the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed this, or not, if but I encourage everybody to bike a lot. Don't be afraid to bike to places that seem unbikeable. You can totally make it. In one day I biked from New York City all the way upstate, past all 3 of the bridges I mentioned, up to the top of this mountain, down again, across the bridge, north even more, right? And then got on a train back home. So if I can do that, and I'm a not fit person, then I'm sure you can, maybe you can do quite a bit more than you think. So enjoy.